afternoon, guys. If we just take a show of hands up onto as many viewers as we can. Somewhere to start. Let's start with Mike, please.
Your reaction to the win. I was also going to ask about Kevin as well, playing 90 minutes, and how important he is to you, and how important he will be for the rest of the season.
Good evening. I said many times, so there's no doubt about the Kevin. When Kevin is fit, Kevin is Kevin. One of the most impact players in all history for Man City and Premier League history. But sometimes they're not. He didn't feel well in the past or recent past, and sometimes when he didn't feel well, because he's a guy, he needs the physicality to feel good, like everyone, especially Kevin. But of course, he's a player since the minute one, and he has done it, and of course we need him. I'm so pleased that he, especially the performance he has done. Yeah, I think is the right word to use. More than happiness is the relief. As a performance side has not been the best. I could not expect differently. Leicester was better in the last 10-15 minutes for half. In the 50-20 the second, the game was tight in expecting goals in many things. So, but today the coin came. We have to improve a lot. But of course we will improve. With the results we will improve, that's for sure. Well, we'll see we are better and winning games sometimes, and we're able to do every 3 days during many years. The best of us, we will come back, and that's for sure. And of course the result help us a lot.
Simon?
Yeah, of course it's better. It's better. Of course, it's a lot of games. I'm so pleased and share it with, of course, I said to the players, the staff, share it with them, and all the staff and players have been since the day one until now. There's a lot. I know have been the last 14 games have not been really good, but comparing 34 for 500, so we have to be so pleased and so happy what we have done together. It's a lot of games. I could not expect when I landed in this country, and we have done, thank you, a lot of things that will be memory, will be forever. And maybe that period, that month and a half, 2 months, that looks like 500 months, will make you realize how nice it was, and hopefully we can come back. Maybe not be what we were, but more closer than now. A lot. No, it's not a doubt. No, because today we played, but in the past, I've been. Listen, there are things that sometimes don't feel that is being unfair. Sometimes in the situation that we are living, always you have the feeling, okay, give the responsibility to the senior players, not the young ones. But sometimes the senior players have more pressure than the young ones that don't have anything to defend. It's just they want to conquer the world, to conquer his space in the world football. And I had the feeling in the beginning, before the game, I said, if today I had to make a substitution, the first one will be James. I felt it. It doesn't matter, can play in the wingers, can play in the pockets, can play in the striker, can play in few positions at the top. And what I'm pleased the most, and every action he has done has been good. He didn't make one wrong action, and in the position that they were, defensively, I think, grew up a lot in Sheffield in that period there, making him so mature, even a struggle at the end to take minutes there as well. But he's a player with a group of generation that we had in Man City that have been unbelievably. You know, when you see Romeo Lavia, Cole Palmer, Morgan Rogers, Maka, Liam Delap, there are Taylor Bayliss, there are incredible players come from there, and Maka is one of this generation. He was captain of this generation, so that's why when I said to Chiki, I know it's unfair to say because you asked to stay, and after you then give you the minutes deserved. Yeah, it's fair. It's fair enough. It's right. But always I had the feeling that that guy could play with us. You know, could play, and I'm very pleased for him because he's an incredible, lovely guy and trained really good. Never one bad phase, and he won this minutes space. So it's simple. So all the players, I said many times, would you want to add something on the green? On the green is the best place to show, and Maka today proved it.
Yep.
Is there any part of you that's enjoying this? Different challenges, different feeling when you wake up in the morning. Any part of you that's enjoying it?
And now today?
This whole experience of the last couple of months of managing a team that can't win.
Well, the experience is what I thought. I thought that could happen. Always I thought that football is unpredictable and don't rely much about take the things for granted. That's why when people say in the beginning of the season, City is going to win, never take seriously these kind of comments. But never ever, even knowing that, expect this amount of games that we were never to win. And that's for sure. And there are a lot of factors. Some of them, everybody knows it, the ninjas. And sometimes a manager has to deal about the tactics, the relations, the medias, and whatever. And there are things. I had the feeling that I should have reacted differently that I've done time ago. But it's incredible learning, and yeah, it's just one game. So. And we'll see what happens on 4th of January with West Ham.
Hi, Pat. You mentioned sort of the last 13 or 14 games, but also what you've done over the last few years. I mean, this was your last game of 2024. When you look back on it, do you think you'll remember the achievement of the 4 Premier Leagues?
Wow, it was if we term in terms of results, have been an unbelievable season. 12 months is 12 months. It's not 1 month and a half or 14 games. So an international break in the middle. Have been an unbelievable season. We were right the final, FA Cup final. We won the Premier League 4 in a row, and we won qualifying the Champions League, performing really, really good. So, but the reality is, you live today and tomorrow, and the players, the people come to it at the stadium. Our fans come here. Thank you for coming to Leicester in this period. To see today, know what we have done. You know, that done when we retire, it's fine. But now we have to perform, and we have not done it for many reasons. And now I'm said the performance is better. Against Everton was better, by far. Miles away was better than today. But today we won, and this is what we need to clean a little bit our minds, our souls, and see, okay, we can win games. Never could thought that was so difficult to win one single game. That's now we felt it. And maybe it's good to give. What the people say, no, you have to win a game to come back to do what we are going to do. No. It's give that period help us to do what we have done. And that made me reflect how difficult it was. Because what I said to Ian, so at the end, football you say, no, everything is under control. There are not chairmen, managers, CEOs, sport directors that believe that with my decisions, everything is going to be fine, it's going to always you have to have the warnings. That when the people say, no, it's impossible to be worse. No, can get worse. Don't tell me why, but can get worse. And they prove it that time. If you tell in one people in England that we could live that period, no one would say it's impossible. Me the first. I said that we're going to drop, we're going to lose games, and after we lift again, we'll be there. Expect to do it? No chance. It happened. Because football is this. People say, no, I have the right things to do, you're going to win. No one. All the clubs around the world, all the managers, all the players live these kind of situations. Maybe it was unexpected. And yeah, hopefully, the most important what I said is a relief that hopefully we can, go to the games with another face.
Over the past few weeks, you've been making lots of little changes. Were you happy with the changes today, and is that a plan for going forward, or is there still more to do?
I changed a bit Everton today. I didn't change anything what we have done. There's one thing I reflect, so we have to change a lot in that period or change less, so I don't know. So no, today was quite similar what we have done in the past, but still we are away what we will have to be as a team. But Savio make an incredible performance again, like the day against Everton. He's a guy can play on both sides. Today finally scored a goal, the chances he had all the season. Jarlin again, he break a little this bad momentum of scoring goals. Kevin back. So yeah, step by step, hopefully we can come back, players back, and back to playing our best.
Last two guys.
Stick with what you believe in rather than change. Is that what you've learned?
No, I changed. I thought a lot to change. Yeah, I thought, but the alternative was not as good. I thought with these 500 games, so that's why I didn't change much. It was more the players to give calm and players back and have the players fit. This is at the end the most important thing that we didn't have, but at the end it was not the reason why, only the reason, because the start 11 today was really good, against Everton was really good, against Aston Villa was really good. It was more in here, in our mind. Intervening in our minds of the players is not easy. It's a the toughest job.
Just on Savinho, he's shown flashes all the way through the season, but it's one of the problems you've had is that you've been relying on Erling to score most of your goals. So how important can that be for Savinho that he's not just scored today, but he's created a goal as well?
Savinho has an incredible ability and quality, can prove in that period. Arrive here in the 6th month, the team is not in the best moment that maybe he's back comparing what was in the past, and make one action fine, second action fine, the third miss it, the fourth mistake, the 5th mistake, the 6th try again and try again and try again. And until the end he tried. Defensively so smart. He's not incredible strong in the 1-against-1 duels defensively, but his work rate is impressive. And he's so aggressive in both sides, and to do it, to make a goal. He had a lot of chances this season. I always spoke, the moment you score 1 or 2, you will score a lot. You will know. And I'm really, really pleased for him. For the game, for the goal, for the assist from Erling. Because playing in the left side, you can make that crosses like typical before was, crosses in the same side. And it was really good, the game he played. I'm very pleased.
Last question at the front, please, guys. Are you good?
Good.
You good? Lovely.
Thank you. Happy New Year for everyone.